Hey, everybody, it's Ellie and another What's Real in Real Estate. This is our year in review and our wrap up for 2021. Thank goodness we're all done with 2021. Of course, we said that about 2020, and then they gave us 2021, so we're hoping 2022 is another one. This was a wacky, crazy year. We all know it. We started out hoping to see COVID wind down. Instead, we got to meet two new strains, one from Delta and one from one I can't pronounce, but they're both out there still annoying us. Almost 2 years later, we're still arguing, should we wear a mask? Should we not wear a mask? Should you get vaxxed? Don't get vaxxed. Get vaxxed twice, 3 times. It's just not going away, man. But here we are a year later, and what's real in real estate, and the numbers in real estate have not really changed. When we met a year ago, we had approximately a little hair under a month's supply of inventory. It's actually 0.9 of a month supply of inventory, what we had in January of this past year. In March, it dropped down to a half a month supply. In October, we blew it up, had 1.1 month supply. And in December, we're back down to 0.9. So we're right where we started the year out. Nothing's really changed as far as inventory. I understand the biggest difference is probably buyers are a little more frustrated now than they were back then. Because I've got many of them out there who are just trying to buy. The competition is fierce. And I've said before, get frustrated. I understand it. That's what life's all about. But don't give up. I just put a guy under contract. We had written 17 offers. Fortunately for him, he did not give up, and he went under contract last week. So it can't happen. Not everybody is going to be as greedy as the next person. So just keep plugging along, and we'll see what happens, you know. I mean, back in January, by the way, just to give you a reference, where we have 1 month supply. Back in January of 10 years ago, we had 5 months supply. So we're down low. Everything I read and everyone I talk to expects this trend to continue into 23. We don't really see a lot changing. We're all hoping that we get more inventory. The one thing I do see that will probably happen, and I hope happens, is we start seeing some slowdown in appreciation. That we need, because 24% appreciation in 2021 is just not good for anybody. I don't care who you are. So let's take a minute here and talk a little about some Las Vegas news that happened in 2021. We had a lot of things happening. You know, if you think back on how crazy it was in 2020, the fact that we were able to do a lot of these things in 2021 is pretty amazing, and we should all be pretty proud of ourselves. The Sphere got underway over on behind the sands. That's moving. Circa, biggest hotel downtown ever, opened up, and they're flourishing. Resort World down on the Strip opened up. If you haven't been there, it's beautiful, beautiful. And the Virgin Hotel replaced the old Hard Rock. So there is a lot of things that's going on. Fans are back in stadiums. I was at the game on Sunday. It's fantastic. EDC, Life is Beautiful, all came back to full crowds without any massive spreading. So that was really good. We're really seeing people NASCAR. 2 races here, 100,000 people, no super spreaders. So good things are. Oh, hey, this is one I love. This is also an exciting thing for 2021. The Fountain Blue became the Drew. Then the Drew became the Fountain Blue. Then the Fountain Blue became the Marriott. And now the Marriott's back to being the Fountain Blue all within 12 months, that hotel. And no one's done any work on it. It's still sitting there as an eyesore, but they managed to change the name. So stay tuned for the next name change. Should be coming soon. Sadly, we saw one of my favorite places in Clark County burn down. Mount Charleston's Lodge burnt down this year. That was a shame. Everything I'm hearing, they're working to get it back going up again. Sports books set records. National Rodeo's final was back. And again, we had no super spreaders. People are coming to town and seeing some great stuff. The Knights blew it. The Raiders blew it, and so did some gal, the kicker match, I guess. And I'm networking again. I love the fact that I can get back. So a lot of great things have happened in 2021. Oh, I'm going to show you something in a minute. Let's go back to conventions. Conventions are back full force. CES is going to have about 2,000 participants, booths at the show. Even though it's not going to be what they wanted it to be, it's going to be happening again. Mask mandate still in place, unless you're eating in a restaurant, of course, because this new variant is the smart variant. It knows to stop at the door. So when you walk into a restaurant, this new variant, you have to have your mask on, but when you sit at your table, the variant stays at the door, I guess, so you don't have to worry about getting anybody sick. Now, that is one of my big peeves, is the mask mandate. I'm supporting of it, but it's kind of crazy what's going on in the restaurants. Because when you eat, evidently, you don't breathe. So you can't spread germs when you're at a dining room table, and that's good to know. You should make a note of that. And everything is signatures, remain steady. Man, we other than, well, of course, we did close an office in Summerlin. We opened another one in South Summerlin. We're closing one in Sun City, but we're opening another one up in Sun City. And we're opening another one up in the Northwest after we close the one in the Southwest. If you're confused, write me. I'll fill you in on that. But we've got things blowing and going here at Signature. I got my 2 shots. The second one knocked me on my butt for a full day. My buddy here was filming a beta. He got knocked in his butt from getting COVID. So, I mean, it was a crazy year, you know. And for me, after I got knocked out with the 1 shot, 24 hours later, I was back clipping along with no problem. We had some great guests this past year, and Beta's going to show us a quick clip of who some of our guests were. So I want to go back to the inventory for a minute before we continue on with how great 21 was. I referenced a month's supply, a half-month supply. I want you to understand what that means. A steady, good market is about a 6-month supply. A balanced market is about a 6-month supply. That means it's not a seller's market. It's not a buyer's market. It's a balanced market. Everybody has the same type of a chance to sell and buy, and it's all good. That's what we're working towards and hoping for in 22, maybe 23, to get back to a little bit more of a balanced market. I don't see 6-month supply coming for a long time. But if we can at least see a 2 or 3-month supply of inventory, that will be a game changer for all those buyers out there. And quite frankly, it'll still be solid gold for the sellers, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, you saw the little bit of a clip Beta showed with some of the folks who were on there. The last guest that we had on was Stu and Jana Zander, and they played some music, and it was a lot of fun. They were so good, I ended up taking ukulele lessons now from Stu. I've taken 2 lessons. I could play a couple of songs. I was actually going to bring my ukulele in today, but I wasn't that good, and I didn't want to embarrass Stu because he's a great teacher. But I got YMCA down and Let It Be by the Beatles, and I'm working on a few more right now. So that was a fun thing. That was really a lot of fun to have those guys on. You know, I look at 22, and I saw a cartoon this morning in the Review Journal. And it was a cartoon of a guy hanging a flag out in his front yard saying he's something like referencing something about just glad to say goodbye. Never been so happy to say goodbye to a year before. I think we forgot. We were pretty glad to say goodbye to 2020. And as bad as 2021 was, and it was not a great year for a lot of people, we had a lot of deaths. These two new variants came around, and just a lot of confusion. But boy, 2020, we were locked up, cooped up. So it got a little better in my eyes in 2021, and I'm seeing 2022 as being a lot better. That I have to continue on. But as we move into 2022, I would love to see a few things happen. I'd love to see people stop arguing over a mask. You don't want to wear a mask? Don't wear a mask. You want to wear a mask? Wear the mask. And then, whatever you decide to do, then please mind your own business. Nobody cares what you want. It's none of your business. Do what you want and leave everybody alone. I've seen too many people arguing over masks. Let's just see if we can be nice to people that we disagree with. Because we're always going to disagree with people. Let's face it. I know I'm always right, but you know I'm always wrong. So, let's face it, this is not going to work that way. We can still play nice on social media. Everybody right now is stressed to the max. I don't care who you are, it's a stressful time. And we get on social media. It's one of the reasons I've tried to avoid it a lot lately. Everybody's just so nasty and hostile. So if you can play nice, play nice. If you can't play nice, stay home. We understand. There's nothing wrong with it. 2022, I'm seeing a Stanley Cup from the Golden Knights. They're playing great. Started out slow, but this is going to be the year for the Knights. 2022, the Aces are going to capture the crown. They came close last year. This is the year they're going to capture the crown. 2022, I see the Raiders finding a great coach and doing a great job of revamping that team. Now, the Red Wings and Tigers, I'd like to see them make the playoffs, but I'm not getting my hopes up just yet. And, of course, the Pistons, well, if they can win 10 games in 2022, I'll be excited. And the Lions, of course, my Detroit Lions, you can just forget about that period. Fireworks are going to go off in the Strip tonight, or Saturday night, and that's going to be exciting. That's part of 2022. So we're back having people on the Strip, a lot of excitement. Hopefully everybody be nice and be careful. And what really I'm hoping to happen in 2022, I said it earlier, and I'm saying it again, inventory goes up. I'm hoping we see inventory climb rapidly. That's what we need to happen. But I want you to all, please, I appreciate all of you that have watched this show. I can't thank everybody enough. Beta's been unbelievable. And thank Brandon for just giving us this format to use and talk about the real estate market and whatever else is going on in Las Vegas. And there's a lot of things, great things happening right now here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our numbers are up as far as people moving here. We have 130 people moving to Clark County every single day. So if you're here, you're in the right place. If you're not, hop on the bandwagon and come on out. Other than that, this is going to be a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. It's better when I have a guest to keep me going. But I did want to thank everybody who came on the show. I want to thank all of you who paid attention and listened. And even those of you that gave me the raspberries, that's okay. Because we're just here to have some fun and try to pass on some information that hopefully can help you. But be encouraged for 2022. 2022 is the year for me and you. And it's going to be a good one. And again, be nice, play safe. Have a wonderful, happy, safe, and healthy new year. And I hope you will tune in again and see us when we get back rocking and rolling first part of the year. Thank you very much for paying attention. And Beta, thank you for all you do, man. Bye, everybody. Have fun.